All right, so today's video is going to be how much money does it actually cost for you to purchase real estate? And I'm talking how much money actually comes out of your pocket in order for you to get the keys to be able to move into the house. This gets broken down into four main categories. It's going to be your down payment, your lender escrows, your reimbursements, and your closing costs. So the first of those, down payment, is going to be how much money you're putting down on the house. And when I say that, I mean how much money you're taking out of your pocket to put down that you don't have to wrap up into the loan. This can be as little or as much as you want it to be, assuming a couple things. So it's going to be required by your lender, whatever they dictate, based on your credit history and what type of loan that you're getting. The next part of this is going to be your lender escrows, and that is you funding what we call an escrow account that's going to have your money sit in there until it's time to pay your taxes and your homeowner's insurance. They're going to make sure that they pay this bill in full for you, but what they're going to ask is at the very beginning of this that you fund that account, typically with roughly about 12 months or a full calendar year worth of taxes, so that way they have sufficient funds in there to be able to pull out of when it's time to pay that bill. The next part of this is going to be your reimbursements. That reimbursements is reimbursements to the seller for them paying the real estate taxes already for this calendar year. So obviously they're not going to be living in there the rest of the year, so it doesn't make any sense to have them pay for the rest of the year's taxes. So what you're doing is you're actually reimbursing them the money per day from the day that you move in until the very end of that cycle for taxes of that year. That leaves us with our last category today, guys, and that's going to be your closing costs. So this gets made up of a couple different things. The first part of that is going to be your transfer tax. Here in Pennsylvania, it's typically 2% of the purchase price of the home, which is typically split 50-50, 1-1 between buyer and seller. The next part of these closing costs is going to be your lender fees. This is going to be the fees that your lender charges you. This can be anything from underwriting fees, appraisal fees, you name it. You're going to have to talk to your lender to see what your specific costs are. The next one's going to be settlement fees. Same thing as your lender. This is going to be fees that they charge you to do business with them. Each and every single one is going to be unique and different, so you're going to have to talk to your settlement company to get those answers. Title insurance is going to be the next portion of what's coming out of your pocket in a real estate transaction. This title insurance is to make sure you have a free and clear title for your house. So that way nobody's knocking on your door later and saying, hey, you owe us back taxes or a mechanic's lien or something crazy like that, some lien or encumbrance on your house. So you're paying them money up front to be able to guarantee that that doesn't happen. And if it does, they're going to pay it for you. It's a one-time fee, totally worth it. And if you're getting a loan, you don't have a choice anyway, but I always recommend it's something that you should get. The very last part of what's coming out of your pocket is going to be any commissions that you have to pay to your realtor, to their brokerage, so on and so forth. That, my friends, is the total of what's coming out of your pocket in any real estate transaction and how much cash it's going to actually take. Now, there's ways to be able to lower that, and if you're curious on how you can lower that much money coming out of your pocket, stay tuned because there's going to be a video in the future on exactly that. All right, guys. Well, you know it. I'm Real Agent Adam. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll catch you next time.